What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. Story time here. Oh, man. It was a beautiful day today, y'all. Beautiful day today. Beautiful day today, man. I should have got out and got me a little sunlight. I didn't. Now that done kind of went down. Anyway, man. We've been going around the world speaking on a whole lot of stuff, but now it's time for me to get back to my bread and butter. It's time for me to get back to why y'all, as the foundation, started listening to me from the beginning. Because of my prison stories and my street stories. We going back up into the prison on this one right here, y'all. We going back to the Alabama prison system. Let me tell y'all something. If you ain't never been to prison, if you ain't never been, one thing you don't do is telegraph to people when you're going home. You try not to do that, because if you're going home, you have a lot of people there that ain't never going home, or either they're not going home for a very, very long time, and they don't want to hear that best, man. If you're going home, all right, cool. Go on, go home. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to do. Go on and go home. But a lot of times, you don't want people to know, because they carrying a lot of hate in their heart. They're carrying a lot of hate in their heart, and some dudes that just do some stuff just to mess you up, just so you can't go home on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Then I've been in situations to where I seen dudes do stuff because they didn't want you to go home. They wanted you to stay there. For whatever nefarious reason it might have been. I've seen dudes get you messed off, put you in certain situations because they want you to stay there. Because why? You a rider. They want that strength. They hate to be. When I was in Cali prison, man, when we seen homies that was hard hitters in the paint going home, it was cool. We loved it. You know what I'm saying? But you can best believe in the back of our mind, we like, dang, what? We losing another soldier. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the opposition is real tough at that time. We like, dang, we losing another soldier. Because I used to do that all the time, man. I seen homies going home, and I'm like, dang, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a homie I know at the drop of a hat. He gonna get down. I can get back to back with him. And you know what I'm saying? We could fight whatever was going on in the system at that time. Whether it was police or other inmates, it didn't make us no difference. And at that time, it was so many youngsters coming in that had the heart of a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dang, we losing riders and getting in busters, you know? But anyway, then you have dudes that'll do certain stuff, man, just because they low down at heart. Low down at heart. I'm finna tell you about a situation I seen one time. Now, the Alabama prison system is a little bit different, well, a lot of bit different from Cali when it comes to certain stuff. Now, on this situation right here, you got some jealous-hearted individuals up in there that will just, I'm talking about, will just do off the wall, set you up, put a knife under your bed, put the police on you, try to hide dope in your area, all type of stuff, man, cell phones, anything. You know, I had a dude one time, he was scared to tell me he didn't want me in the cell with him. And so and the reason why he didn't want me in the cell is because he was into them boys. I wasn't into that lifestyle. And so hold on. Okay, anyway. I had to turn it off for a hot second. Dude, music was a little too loud. You know how that go. But anyway, he didn't want me in the cell with him because of the lifestyle that he was living. He messed with them boys, and he knew I wasn't with it. And as long as I was living in that cell, one of them wasn't finna come up in there. One of them wasn't finna come do spit. As long as I was in there. And so he wasn't man enough to like just tell me, hey, look, I don't want you in the cell, or this is my lifestyle. I get down like this, and this. So, you know, boom. He did, you know, and so what he did, he waited till I went to the yard, because I wasn't in there but a half a day, maybe a day. He waited till I went to the yard and put a knife up under my pillow, put a knife up under my mattress, and then put the police on me. He put the police on the cell. So when they came in and searched the cell, they found the knife. They locked me up. I didn't stay in lockup too long. They ended up moving me, so he had his way. So, but this is the type of stuff that dudes do, man. This is the type of get out that dudes do, man. So anyway, moving along. I keep looking over that way because I know this music is getting ready to come back on, and I'm trying to time it where it ain't gonna be playing on the video. But anyway, so now here's a dude. I'm not big on names. Dude coming to the system. He in the system. Now he in the cell. Not in the cell, but he stay in the block we in. Now at the time, I think he had been down about 8-9 years. He might have been in prison about 8-9 years. And he didn't have no long time. And we were in a maximum security prison. So the only reason why this dude was in a maximum security prison with us is because of a situation he had got into in whatever other prison he was in. Okay, cool. He didn't turn that music up. But anyway, so now whatever he got sent up here to this prison. Now he had been in this prison with me for about 3 or 4 years, something like that, 3 and some change or whatever. And he was one of them little young cats be sitting around rapping and wrestling and playing. They do a lot of horse playing in the Alabama system. A lot of horse playing all over the place, up and down the hallways, in the cells, in the cell block, on the tier, on the yard. Somebody's always wrestling and playing. I remember when I first came to prison out here, that was a culture shock for me because you're not gonna see that in the Cali prison, period. When I say period, not at all. Ain't no wrestling, playing, none of that, man. I seen I had a homie, who was that, man? I think it was Jack. Was it Big Jack from Fort Trey? Who was that? No, it was Big D from Fort Trey. Well, one of them, but he was on the bench. And two dudes went to horsing around on the iron pile, and the police bust, and they end up shooting the homie that was down on the bench doing bench presses. You know what I'm saying? So we don't do that in Cali prison. But anyway, back to the lesson at hand. So the youngster, he run around playing. He had messed around and went up for parole. Now everybody knew when he was going up for parole, and he messed around and he made parole. He messed around and made parole. I believe he had to go to a halfway house. So now usually in Alabama prison when you make parole, it take you about 2 weeks before they go ahead and turn you loose. That's for them to get do all the paperwork. What's up, Titty? What's up, cat? That's my cat, y'all. But anyway, get all the paperwork together and this and that and other. And but now if your paperwork get messed off, it'll take a little bit longer because it was about, he went past his 2 week whatever was going on, and it was going longer. But anyway, this cat right here, man, he had some outstanding gambling debts. One thing I know, he always gambled. He always gambled, because I always gambled. Man, I'm one of them cats, Aries love a challenge and we love to gamble. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we can bet who can spit the furthest. I don't care. We can pitch pennies, flip quarters, play get like me, the whole hookup, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like when I was in prison, one of my favorite shows was Jeopardy. That was my favorite show to watch in prison. I loved Jeopardy. I loved like the game. It's like playing the game Trivial Pursuit. So I used to love Jeopardy, and we used to gamble playing Jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I hooked it up to, we was playing Jeopardy gambling. You know what I'm saying? Who could answer the questions the fastest? But anyway, the cats that he owed, he hadn't paid them for a minute, and I guess as long as he was still here, they wasn't really tripping it. They wasn't really tripping the fact that he owed them or none of that. But now, when he made parole, now these cats they didn't live in the block we lived in. They lived in a whole nother block. So they didn't even know he was going up for parole. They didn't even know he went up for parole, nor did they know he made parole. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know he made parole. So time going on. When you got gambling debts, when you have any type debts in prison, people be wanting to know. People want their money, man. You know what I'm saying? People want their money, man. You need to come on with that, fool. So anyway, um, he was one of these little young stupid dudes that didn't learn his lesson, didn't know how to read the lay of the land or none of that. He treated prison as a joke. He treated it as a game. And you see a lot of dudes that have come to prison and they are treated as a joke in the game. If the situation's not strenuous enough on them, boom. And so that's what he was doing. And he knew, and I knew for a fact he owed about, because after the situation took place, when you start inquiring about, man, what happened, blah. So what it was, he had owed a little over $300 from poker and playing slick pick tickets. Slick pick tickets is when you betting on the horse. I mean, excuse me, not the horses. When you betting on like the football games, baseball games, soccer game, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that somebody running a ticket on. And so he owed some money, man. But now, the cats that he owed, they didn't live in the block with us, but they had some homeboys that lived in the block with us. Wasn't really tripping. So this young fool took it upon himself after he made parole to start telling people, bragging about it. Man, I made parole, man, I'm finna go, man. I'm finna go. Cause I never forget, like I say, he came to my cell one day. And my cell, a lot of times we got them thick doors you can't see through, just with the window in the middle. And on certain days, like if somebody's up cleaning or, you know what I'm saying, they just in their cell chilling, they had just had a door wide open. If you walking up down the tier, you can just stop and, stand there and start talking. Or, if you walking past, you just turn and look in their cell or whatever. My door was like this one day. And he was coming down the tier. And I got along with all them little youngsters. Majority of them youngsters, they used to love to come kick it with me and to come play with me. They used to love to hear them the little California, prison stories I would tell them. They would love to come here, just stuff about, the gang activity in LA. They always had a lot of questions. So over the years, I got real close. Then I knew how to relate to them youngsters. I know how to kick it with them. A lot as I got older, they start getting on my nerve. But I knew how to relate with them. And I'm not gonna even lie. I had been locked up in the Alabama prison system so long that a lot of the Cali prison ways I was able to put them to the side. For instance, like I would, we would wrestle play. I got in. That's how I learned how to do what they call the rap, and they call the CAG. The rap and the CAG is a certain wrestling technique that they do in Alabama, and it'll trip you out. Because if you get caught, they wrap you up the right way. They can hop with you, man, and send you to the moon. I'm talking about you'll take flight. When you come down, you be on the top of your head singing "Glory Hella Stupid," So anyway, and then I love to play anyway, Shoot, I love to play. Maybe razzle play. So anyway, he was coming down the tier, and he passed by my cell real quick, and he stopped. He backed up. He pop, 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 hit the door. He's like, Big Tune. And I'm like, shoot, man, what's up, cuz? Now he wasn't no Crip. He wasn't no affiliate of anything. He was a non-affiliate all the way around the table. But I say cuz. I say cuz. So when he boom, boom, Big Tune. I'm like, shoot, what's up, cuz? He like, man. He come on in the cell. He like, man, big dog, man. I'm finna go. I'm like, man, you finna go? He like, yeah, man. I made parole last week. I'm like, you made it? He like, yeah. Now, when a person make parole in the Alabama prison system, that's like, whoa, like, cause they have it where, man, 25 dudes are going for parole and only one to make it. It's hard to get out of prison in Alabama, man. It's hard, man. It's hard. So anyway, so I'm like, oh, what, you out of here, man? He's like, yeah, man. I say, shoot, boy, you got you about another week, huh? He like, yeah. So I'm like, man, what you gonna do when you get out, man? What you gonna do when you touch down, man? I'm gonna do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm like, homie, don't come back, man. I'm like, don't come back, man. At that time, I'd been down about 17, 18 years myself. At that time, So I'm telling man, don't come back, man. This ain't hitting on nothing. He like, oh man, now when you tell people that, especially them youngsters, all of them say the same thing. Oh man, I ain't never coming back, man. That's it, man. This trip is it, man. Mine's is over with, man. I ain't coming back, man. I don't like this, da 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 da. And them be the same ones. 9 out of 10 of them. You see come right on back through the back gate, man. People come in the day room, man. Guess what, man? What? And you remember such and such man went home last year? Like, yeah, man. He had the back gate. He had the what? Man, he had the back gate right now. He back. Yeah, he back. Or sometimes you will see them when they come into the block with their property over their shoulder, and they don't even be mad. No, they don't even be mad. They come through scanning and grinning. Man, what's up, y'all? Man, fool, what you doing? Man, I'm back, man. Like it ain't nothing. I seen that a million times. I've lost count how many times I seen that. So, here it is. So me and him, we talked for a little bit. I figured he'd be going home the following week because, he'd made it a week ago. So he got that week under his belt. He got him one more week. So time going on. He get into it through the window. He get into it through the window. When we go to the yard, you got 2 block and 4 block. You know what I'm saying? And when 4 block go to the yard, they out there, but they can come holler through the windows of 2 block. They can holler if they come to their yard. The same if when 2 block go. They can holler, they can holler through the windows, or they can holler like through what's called house arrest, like a lockup tier. House arrest, they gonna put you in lockup for a couple of weeks or 3, 4, 5 days or whatever, anything from 14 days down. They'll put you up on this tier called a house arrest tier, where you just in there with no property or nothing for however long they're gonna leave you in there. So anyway, word mess around and get to the dudes that excuse me, I got hiccups. Word get down to the dudes that lived in the other block that this clown done made parole, and that he finna go. So when we went to the yard, they get him on the window. They in the block. They come to the window. They get him to, hey man, what's up? Man, you made parole. He can't say no. Say, man, you made parole. Yeah, man. Oh, man, and so you can hear him arguing. Da, 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 da. Man, you wasn't gonna say nothing, man. What's up with my money, man? My money, this, that, da, 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 da. So they passing words back and forth. It was kind of mellow at first. So then the dude trying to go with the man, look, I'm finna go, man. When I touch down, man, just go, man. Matter of fact, go and give me a hookup, man. I'm gonna put the money on your books, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. They didn't want to hear it. No. Because for one, they knew he had a cell phone. So once he made parole, and they found out he had made parole a whole week ago, if he had any intentions on paying them, all he had to do was sell that cell phone and give them their money. You feel what I'm saying? He could have easily got a quick little $300 for that cell phone and went on and paid them dudes off and get on about his business. But now what he did do, he gave his phone to one of his partners, one of his homeboys from the street, because he was going home. He gave his phone away. Now that means the phone ended up way on the south side of the prison. Way on the south side of the prison, where the dorms are. Okay. They passing words back and forth. So now the dude in the window, he tell me, say, man, look, man, you finna go, man, go on, give me the phone and we straight. We even, just give me the phone. Cause you be knowing who got phones, who don't. Man, go on, give me the phone and we straight. We even, man, blah, 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 blah. So the dude like, man, I ain't got the phone no more. What you mean you ain't got the phone? Man, I ain't got the phone no more. What the fuck? Man, I gave the phone to my homeboy. Hold up. You gave your phone away? Yeah, man, I'm finna go. So, man, I went on, just gave my partner my phone, man, and da-da-da-da-da, because I'm finna go. So they like, man, but so you didn't have no plans on paying me? No, man, what it was, I ain't got nothing right now. The little bit of stuff I had, you know what I'm saying? It's gone. I gave it away, man. I ain't really got. But hold on. So they, the dude tripping on how long this dude been on him. He tripping on that. So he like, okay, so now the conversation then got heated. They going back and forth. Wah, 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 wah. So now it then got to the point to where, the little dude basically tell him, man, F that, man. Y'all, man, it ain't nothing, man. I'm out of here anyway, man. You'll get that mess, man. I'm out of here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So the dude, but now, this old school cat that he arguing with on this window's an old school cat, been down for, I knew at that time, he'd been down over 25 at that time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, old school, man, and we'll do you in. We'll do you in. He went, and so, but I guess the youngster thought, I guess he thought fat meat wasn't greasy, and went to chewing on it, you know. So anyway, the dude on the window tell him, man, don't worry about it, man, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You got that, you did that, you did that. So now, the youngster like, yeah, all right, then whatever, man, whatever. He walk off. This conversation took place. I can't remember the exact date it was, but I'm gonna just give it a date. Let's say this back and forth that they had on the window, let's say it took place on the 10th of whatever month it was. Let's say it took place on the 10th. By the 12th, he had received some paperwork letting him know about when he was gonna touch down. Because when you go home, you always go home on a Monday. So I believe he received some paperwork letting him know. So he knew he didn't have nothing, but not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. Okay, cool. He talking to people, blah 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 blah, and he letting people know when his Monday is, when his date is, when they said he finna bounce, he finna go. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff together, get your home. They got a thing called your home plan. You got to get your home plan together. You know what I'm saying? Give it the classification and all this and that. Okay, so cool. He done let people know. So that way, that means the dudes in the block that was cool with they homeboy that was in the other block that he owed, they let him know, hey man, youngster finna get up out of here, man, on such and such date. So let's say if they verbal altercation happened on the 10th, we gonna say, let me see, he was supposed to get up out of there probably like on the 24th. We'll say that. We'll just say, you know what I'm saying, he had a 14-day grace period waiting to go on the 24th. They let their homeboy know, like, man, this fool, man, finna jet up out of here on the 24th, man. He leaving. So, old school come down to the block. And they get into it on the floor. They go to argue. Man, my money, woo, 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 woo. The verbal, yeah, back and forth. It got so loud that the police in the cube, he come. So when the police in the cube come, he hit on the window, boom, boom, boom. Throw his hands up like, man, what's up, man? What y'all doing? What y'all got going on? What's up? They end up telling old school to go. He gotta go. This might have been, let's say this might have happened on the 18th or the 19th. So remember, he leaving on the morning of the 24th. All right, cool. Me personally, if I'm getting ready to go home, I don't go to breakfast too much. I don't really care nothing about dinner. My favorite meal when I'm locked up is lunch, because I don't get hungry. I don't get hungry till around 11 or after 11. That's even with me going to the Iron Pound. I go to the Iron Pound lift and still won't be tripping on nothing to eat till I come back. That's why, another reason why I be so hungry at lunchtime. So anyway, let's say about the 18th or the 19th, they had to run him out the block. Bang. Now he bouncing on the 24th. Now, these don't lock me in on these dates. I'm just giving these dates so you have a timeline on how this went down, So anyway, old school done made his mind up. He had to have made his mind up on what he finna do. Um, when we go to eat, if another block done went to eat before we go, they can linger around the kitchen until the other block come in. You know what I'm saying? That they can linger on the hallway, or they can linger in the kitchen, unless the police just run them off. Man, listen. Um, that Saturday he was going home Monday. No, I take that back. He was going home Monday. That Sunday just so happened to be fried chicken Sunday. Fried chicken Sunday, man. Remember, he going home Monday. Um, I I wouldn't been thinking about going to no kitchen now. But now everybody knows that 9 times out of 10, if it's 1,000 people, 995 of them going to that kitchen on fried chicken Sunday. You only get it once a month. He went to that kitchen, man. He went to the kitchen, but the cold part about it, he didn't go to the kitchen to eat. He going home in the morning. He going home in the morning. He went to the kitchen though to give his plate, his tray, cause that tray be stacked up on fried chicken Sunday, man. You know what I'm saying? Dressing, all type of stuff, cake and a lot of corn and all type of stuff, a big old roll. But anyway, so he gets going to the kitchen to give one of his little partners the tray. Didn't turn out that way, y'all. It didn't work that way. He went to the kitchen and he got his tray. When he sat down at the table with his partners, he gave his tray away. But now instead of him getting up out the kitchen, getting out and just leaving back out, he just sitting there, kicking the bobos with his partners, because he going home in the morning. He ain't gonna see him no more probably for however long or whatever. So as he's sitting there talking, you got when you get up to leave out the kitchen, you got a dish room right there with a big long opening in it. You take your tray, you just slide your tray in to the dishwashers back there. They gon' you jump your tray in the trash can. Boom, boom, boom. Then you take your tray and you just hand it through the window. They gonna get it, go to wash it. You leave on up out the kitchen. But now it's a door right there, because you got a kitchen on this side, then you got a kitchen on this side, the whole dish room in the middle. They got 2 doors where you can come out or go into each side of the dish room from each side of the kitchens. So anyway, the old school that he owed, man, listen, old boy come out the dish room, eased up out the dish room. Old boy back, the youngster back was to the dish room. Man, old boy eased up out that dish room, man, and hit him with something about this long, man. Man, when he hit him the first time, he catch him right in the neck. Bam! Hit him so hard it popped. It made a popping sound like pop. When he hit him, bow. Dude jumped up and said, "Ah!" Grabbed his neck. He tried to run. Old school caught him by the back of that shirt, told him, youngster, don't run now. He said, ain't no need to run now. And when he caught him by the back, he pulled himself up on him and planted that thing in the middle of his back. Boom! Hit him so hard with it, old boy just fall to the floor with it. He go down on top of him. He pulled it out. It made a sucking sound like poke, and cocked back to hit him again. By that time, the one time was on him. No, the one time hit him with that mace and them sticks. They own him. So he back up. He had his business. He did what he had to do. He back up. Shoot, they get the knife, and you gotta look. These old cats like this got life without. They are never going home again. They know that they are going to pass away in prison. They are going to pass away in these prison walls. So what they care about, taking another person's life, they could care less about it. So if you think you finna beat them and take something from them, no, you got another thought coming, partner. He waited just as good, man. Old boy laid right there on that floor and lost his life. Less than 24 hours. We went to dinner Sunday at about 4 o'clock. He was going home that following morning, Monday morning. He was going to leave about 8 o'clock. That ain't even 24 hours, man. He ended up losing his life. About $300. And all because he jumping around playing and let other people know when he was going home. Bad deal, y'all. Bad deal. I seen it get worse than that in there, man. Anyway, that's that little story right there, y'all. Y'all hit that like, man. Hit that subscribe button for me, man. Hit that like button for me, man. Y'all do that for your big partner, man. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, man, tell the people you love them. And don't never forget, I what? I what? Man, you go ahead and say it for me. I what? Huh. I represent the gangsters, homie. The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.
When I fall, then you pop. If don't nobody drop, you better pay into the block. Then fuck the cops, you better squeeze until it's empty. I put that on 50. You with it? How you hit me? Hey gang, swing gang, what it looks at. 5 tray, hey, yeah, third that. 4 8, 8 8, 11 6. So when you slide down the 8, you're getting clapped at. Heads up until my days up.